Okay, you know the title of the video, so let's kick things off. In Various Thoughts Volume 136, which is the last month of September of 2017. I've written down at least a few topics, but unfortunately I ended up throwing them away by accident due to cleaning, so I can only come up with, what, 2 topics? So, the country of Puerto Rico will be alright. They'll find a way to rebuild and rise again due to the whole hurricanes back to back in a month span, which is crazy. I mean, first you get hurricane wreak havoc in parts of Texas, including Houston. Then you get back to back hurricanes and wreak havoc in Puerto Rico. So. And I heard they have some power in that country while others don't. They're still struggling a bit. So they will rebuild and they will rise again, like I said. It's not all gloom and doom. Now, speaking of gloom and doom, not a lot of sports fans watching football. Well, particularly NFL football, due to, the protest and their national anthem and things in that nature. And you have the president of the United States, Donald Trump, open his mouth saying stupid ish, which is not shocking, not breaking news, not surprising. And, yeah, it has got people all fired up and losing their brains. So that's my topic of the 136 and 137. I'm gonna stay on sports. Seems like NBA is a little unpredictable right now. If you look at the highlights, you look at the scores, you look at the standings, you're thinking, what in the world is going on? I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers losing to, teams are not really good. I mean, wow. That's crazy. San Antonio Spurs struggling a little bit. Well, they don't have Kawhi Leonard, but they need to get him back as soon as possible. Golden State Warriors are struggling out of the gate, which kind of surprised me. So in the end, it'll be predictable. We're still going to see the Cavaliers versus the Warriors in the NBA Finals for 2017 and 2018. Well, 2018's NBA Finals. It's going to happen. There's no team can do about it. So, World Series still going on. From what I've heard, it's an instant classic. I hate the word classic being thrown around in today's day and age. I don't care if it's video games, sports, whatnot. It's just being tossed around way too much. The Houston Astros have a 3-2 series lead over the LA Dodgers. And I think Game 6 is no, it's not tonight. It's tomorrow night. So will the Houston Astros win Game 6 to win it all? Or will the LA Dodgers push it to 7 games? We'll find out. Baseball fans will find out tomorrow night. Now, football. You had the Houston Texans owner, Bob McNair, say some stupid ish. The whole, we can't let inmates run the prison, whatever in the world you want to call it. When I heard him saying that, my first thought was, not only you just label NFL players as inmates, prison inmates, you basically called your own team, the Houston, your own team. You're the owner of the Houston Texans, prison inmates. Lovely. And you got people defending him like it's not what he meant. People being oversensitive, overreacting. No. Just stop. I am so sick of the cherry picking, the hypocrisy, the selective outrage, and all this garbage That's why when it comes to social issues, even though they're important, I tend to keep my mouth shut and keep it moving, because it's just been way too much of that lately. Way too much. It's not just happened in the last couple of weeks. It's been happening for the past more than a couple years. 2016 and this year is the prime example of it. So, get mad, stay mad for what the things that came out of my mouth. Don't care. Now, the Carolina Panthers. Yes, I'll get to the Bears game last Sunday right now. The reason why they lost that game, give credit where credit's due for the Chicago Bears, before they lost to the New Orleans Saints yesterday and lost one of their key players on the offense. I'm not going to talk about how, not going to describe it, because all I can tell you is graphic injury of Zach Miller. The Bears won because of the defense. That's it. The Panthers lost because they turned the ball over 3 times. Their offense was just downright pathetic, from Cam Newton's quarterback play to the offensive line to the running backs to wide receivers to the play calling, you name it. Despite the fact they had the ball nearly 39 minutes of time possession. I think the exact number was 38 minutes and 53 seconds or something like that. And you still couldn't find a way to score a touchdown. You can only put up 3 points. Yeah, I wanted to do that video last week, but I was just too upset. I was way too upset, so I had to calm down. Yesterday's game, they won. That's cool. Against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their division rivals. That's awesome. But their offense still stink. They really do. In their defense, the Panthers defense, we all know the Panthers defense had always played pretty good to great. This year is no different. Julius Peppers is going to the Pro Bowl. You watch and see. I wouldn't be surprised if James Bradbury go to the Pro Bowl. I still believe he's the most overrated cornerback of the team. Haha. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling like it is. So, they played the Atlanta Falcons. Well, they host the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins before the bye week. So, I just want to see my Carolina Panthers win the next 2 games before the bye week. And they got to go on the road for the next 2 games against the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints and whatnot. So, last time the Falcons and the Panthers met was around Christmas Eve last year. Good thing I didn't watch the game. For what I've heard, it was a hot garbage game. So, hopefully Carolina Panthers get their 6th win of the season against the division rivals. They're going to have to slow down the Falcons offense. And the Panthers offense, they got to get things going. And for the love of football, God, Mike Shula, stop having run CMC, Christian McCaffrey, up the middle whenever there's a running play. That is so tiresome. It has not worked all year. Why do you think it's going to work now? I'm not going to get into that no more. I'm not. Nope. So, I'll move on. Now, well, video games. Visual games have been shut down by EA. No more Dead Space. No more Dante's Inferno and potential sequel. None. They were shut down this month, and they're one of the oldest gaming developers out in the gaming industry. It sucks. I'm playing Dead Space 2 and 3 right now on the PS3, so love Dead Space games. And it's not the first time EA has done this, and trust me when I say it won't be the last time you hear from EA shutting down developers. So, and I've read some articles and watched a couple of videos saying, is single player games dying or is it dead? And I'm sitting there and scratching my head like, really? Didn't we just get tons of single player games the last couple of years? A few years, including last year and this year? I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, which I'm renting the game right now. I'm about to play it later before I take it back. Like the game a lot. I really do. Even though killing Nazis for the upteen time is old. Really old. Anyways. Dishonored, Death of an Outsider, and all his other single player games, man. And you're telling me that it's dead? Come on. This is just embellishment by the gaming critics and folks in the gaming community. It's just utterly overreaction. Pump the brakes, folks. Just do that. So, some players have spent $15,000 on a Mass Effect multiplayer. I think it's a Mass Effect Andromeda. According to an ex-employee who used to work for for BioWare. And that's the same guy who made racist tweets on Twitter. So, all the article links will be in the description if I can find it, if I have time. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition will be coming out in December. I'm happy about that. I'm going to get that game. I'm going to play it and be done with it. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition will be coming out next year. I think it's on the 16th. So, January 16th of 2018. So, I'm ready. Let's do it. And before I leave, I did watch the trailers of the Black Panther. Looks really good. I can't wait for it. The Star Wars The Last Jedi. It looks good as well. Can't wait. So, and a lot of folks have seen Dragonball Super episode 113 yesterday or 2 days ago. Some were happy, others, well, not so much. And based on the preview of the next episode 114, it's supposed to be, how can I put it like this? A little fusion between Kel and Khalifa, and I have a feeling they will transform to Super Saiyan 3, and when that happens, either you're going to get all kinds of reactions. Folks are going to be losing their mind, and it'd be joy, throwing bouquets, saying Dragon Ball Super is the greatest anime ever, better than Dragon Ball Z. I'm sitting there like, y'all need to pump your brakes. It's the most average of them along the 4 series. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball GT. Yes, I went down that road. Shut up. And you're going to have folks going to be throwing stuff around to the point saying it's the worst ever. It's garbage, blah, 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 blah. I can't wait to watch their rant videos of that. It's going to be fantastic. Let me have my popcorn with my bottle of water. Be ready for that. So, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm still watching Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Oh my god. I like the series, but my goodness, it is so boring. Oh my goodness, it's so boring. Wow. But I'll tell you this much, I'd rather watch that than watching that nonsensical, inconsistent, logicless, butt cheeks pulling logic out of the thin air of Dragon Ball Super. So I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out.